The new Toyota SUVs in 2025-2026 and their pricing. Number 1. 2025 Toyota 4Runner, starting at $42,220. Toyota's off-road and truck offerings are the freshest they've ever been following a busy 2 years of new products, and after a long wait, the 4Runner has finally received the modernization treatment. The 2025 4Runner shares its platform with the Tacoma pickup truck and comes standard with the same turbocharged 4-cylinder powertrain that makes 278 horsepower. A hybrid model with 326 horsepower is also offered, but we review that model separately. Toyota has retained the customary roll-down rear window, and the new 4Runner's exterior design remains square-jawed, handsome, and rugged. The rest of the package has been thoroughly updated, and optional tech features include a 14.0-inch infotainment touchscreen, a head-up display, a 12.3-inch digital gauge display, and a wireless smartphone charging pad. A host of driver assistance features are also offered, and many of them are standard. Don't think that the 4Runner has gone soft, though. It comes with plenty of off-roading gear to help you tackle whatever the trail throws at you. Number 2. 2025 Toyota 4Runner Hybrid, starting at $53,440. The new 2025 Toyota 4Runner marks the arrival of the off-road stalwart's 6th generation, and for the first time, it offers a hybrid powertrain. While we review the non-hybrid model separately, the 4Runner Hybrid is the one with the most off-road capability. The iForce Max powertrain, which is comprised of a turbocharged 4-cylinder and an electric motor, is good for 326 horsepower, a 48 HP increase over the standard gasoline 4Runner's turbocharged 4-cylinder. The real gains come in the torque department, the hybrid offering 456 pound-feet to the standard model's 317, a significant increase of 139 pound-feet. Otherwise, the 2025 4Runner Hybrid shares in the standard 4Runner's comprehensive list of updates, including fresh but still rugged exterior styling with a traditional rear tailgate with a roll-down rear window and a revised chassis with new suspension geometry, both borrowing liberally from its updated for 2024 Tacoma sibling. The interior sees similar updates, particularly the infotainment system with an optional 14.0-inch touchscreen, an available 12.3-inch digital instrument display, and a wireless smartphone charging pad. Best of all, the new 4Runner hasn't abandoned its core mission of providing factory off-road capability, even in hybrid form, as Toyota has positioned the hybrid-only Trailhunter trim as the most capable of the bunch. Number 3. 2025 Toyota BZ3X, starting at $40,000. At first, Toyota's BZ4X electric SUV had us scratching our heads. Was this a nameplate left scrambled? An unsolved CAPTCHA? However, after Toyota teased a larger BZ5X SUV, and later this compact BZ3X crossover, the nomenclature makes a little more sense. As another offering in Toyota's growing BZ, Beyond Zero model lineup, the BZ3X exists today as a concept, but will eventually fill a CHR-sized hole in the upcoming bevy of Toyota EVs. Powertrain details including battery size and maximum driving range are still closely guarded, but the BZ3X is an obvious entry into the subcompact crossover segment of the future. This a necessary step in Toyota and Lexus's plan of 30 new EVs by 2030. Number 4. 2025 Toyota BZ4X, starting at $38,465. The BZ4X compact SUV is Toyota's first all-electric mass-market vehicle, developed in tandem with the nearly identical Subaru Solterra. With Toyota's history of hybrid electrification, hopes were high, but unfortunately, the BZ4X's driving range falls short, literally, by a sizable distance compared to top rivals. It offers up to 252 miles of EPA estimated range, which isn't unreasonable. What is cause for alarm, though, is the mere 160 miles it covered in our real-world highway range test before it ran out of juice. That's too bad because it's otherwise a decent EV, offering a choice of single or dual motors and front or all-wheel drive. It's peppy around town, has plenty of interior space, and rides comfortably. It's the BZ4X's dearth of highway range that makes the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, and Tesla Model Y smarter alternatives. Number 5. 2026 Toyota BZ5X, starting at $50,000. The upcoming Toyota BZ5X is an electric SUV that will be larger than the existing BZ4X that's set to go on sale soon. With a third row of seats, the BZ5X will be the EV companion to Toyota's gas-powered Highlander 3-row crossover. It looks modern and futuristic on the outside, but we haven't seen the interior yet, so we don't know what to expect in terms of the dashboard design. Toyota also hasn't shared details on the powertrain, but it could have solid-state batteries, rather than the more common lithium-ion variety, and a dual-motor, all-wheel drive electric drivetrain. Number 6. 2026 Toyota Compact Cruiser EV. Starting at $35,000. Toyota has a history of capable off-road SUVs, from the FJ Cruiser to the 4Runner to the more luxurious Land Cruiser. While the FJ Cruiser hasn't been sold here since 2014, Toyota is intent on staying competitive in the off-road space as the market transitions to electric vehicles and is expected to launch a tough compact electric SUV in the coming years. Previewed by the Compact Cruiser EV concept, the SUV will get boxy styling and rugged bumpers and body cladding. Very little is known about the electric powertrain, but the instant torque of electric motors should make it decently quick and adept at navigating rough terrain. Number 7. 2025 Toyota Corolla Cross. Starting at $25,385. The Toyota Corolla arrived on our shores way back in 1968 and quickly earned a reputation for reliability and economy that continues to this day. The Corolla Cross packages those well-known Corolla essentials in a subcompact crossover body. Following in the Corolla's footsteps, the Cross scores points for value but comes up short in terms of performance, excitement, and driving enjoyment. Its 169 horsepower four-cylinder engine and continuously variable transmission provide only sleepy acceleration. Its interior is simple, businesslike, and utilitarian. The Cross's main advantages over the current Corolla sedan and hatchback are its additional cargo room and the availability of all-wheel drive. In other words, it's a straightforward transportation device in an SUV's body. The Corolla Cross Hybrid, reviewed separately, is noticeably more powerful, much quicker, and returns significantly better fuel economy numbers, making it an alternative worth looking at for anyone considering the standard Cross. For those seeking a subcompact crossover with more personality or more driver engagement, or both, we suggest checking out rivals that include the Honda HR-V, Hyundai Kona, Chevy Trailblazer, or Mazda CX-30. Number 8. 2025 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. Starting at $29,745. The 2025 Corolla Cross Hybrid repackages the long-standing Corolla virtues in today's more palatable SUV shape, thus the Cross in its name. Like its namesake Corolla, still sold as a sedan and a hatchback, the Cross is affordable, the least expensive SUV in Toyota's lineup. The SUV shape makes the Cross more adept at cargo carrying than its passenger car counterparts. Befitting its Corolla nameplate, the Cross is economical to drive. That's particularly true of the Corolla Cross Hybrid more so than the regular non-hybrid Corolla Cross, which we review separately. In addition to better fuel economy, the Corolla Cross Hybrid is also far less lethargic than its non-hybrid counterpart, and it comes standard with all-wheel drive. It's for these reasons that we prefer the hybrid to the regular version, although even with the hybrid's added oomph, driving dynamics are wholly uninspired, something also true of its plain interior. Number 9. 2025 Toyota Crown Signia. Starting at $44,985. Toyota has added yet another SUV to its lineup, and this one wears the Crown Signia nameplate. As a crossover sibling to the Crown sedan, it replaces the Venza as Toyota's two-row, midsize offering. A hybrid powertrain is the only choice, offering 243 horsepower, 30-plus mpg, and standard all-wheel drive. It features more luxurious interior finishings than other Toyota models, with nicer materials and an upscale design, and it promises both more space and more capability, including towing, than the Venza. Many premium features are available as options, and the Crown Signia is quiet and comfortable on the road if not exactly engaging to drive. Despite its luxurious bent, the Crown Signia is priced competitively to compete with mainstream models such as the Honda Passport, the Hyundai Santa Fe, and the Nissan Murano. As one of our favorites in its segment, the Toyota Crown Signia has earned a spot on our Editor's Choice list for 2025. Number 10. 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander. Starting at $42,310. Toyota's three-row Highlander counts fuel efficiency and the brand's reputation for reliability as its chief advantages, but when compared to other midsize SUVs, it comes up short in one of the most critical metrics: interior space. To counter that drawback, there's the Grand Highlander, a separate model that shares half of its name but little else with the so-called standard model. Larger in every dimension, it measures 4 inches longer than the standard Highlander, increasing cargo and passenger space far more than that small stretch suggests, especially for the third row of seats, which can comfortably accommodate adults. A turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder and 8-speed automatic driving the front wheels is standard, with all-wheel drive optional. There's also a Grand Highlander Hybrid on offer. We review that model separately. Thanks to a commodious, handsome cabin, a compelling list of standard equipment and safety tech, and solid road manners, the Grand Highlander is one of the most compelling mid-sized crossovers in a segment deep with talented competitors, including the Kia Telluride, the Mazda CX-90, and the Hyundai Palisade. As one of our favorites in its segment, the Toyota Grand Highlander also earned a spot on our editor's choice list for 2025. Number 11. 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid. Starting at $45,660. The Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid SUV is a vehicular multi-tool, combining room for up to 8 passengers and plenty of cargo space with a choice of 2 efficient 4-cylinder hybrid powertrains. The Grand Highlander measures just 4 inches longer than a standard Highlander, though it's a completely different vehicle and larger in all key dimensions. The difference is most pronounced in the interior, where the Grand's third row has significantly more legroom, enough even for lanky adults. While the base hybrid powertrain favors efficiency, Grand Highlanders equipped with the more powerful Hybrid Max powertrain, which includes standard all-wheel drive, can tow up to 5,000 pounds and pack enough of the punch to hit 60 miles per hour in just 5.6 seconds in CD testing. The Hybrid Max's performance surely puts a smile on our faces, but its price premium is hard to rationalize if your needs lean towards basic commuting duty rather than towing or getting into drag races on the way to the elementary school pickup line. There's also a slightly less expensive non-hybrid Grand Highlander, which we review separately. A comfortable ride underscores the Grand Highlander Hybrid's practical, family-friendly reason for being, and it comes with a nice complement of standard features, including 3-zone climate control, a comprehensive grouping of driver assistance tech, and a 12.3-inch infotainment screen. The 3-row hybrid crossover segment has plenty of attractive hybridized alternatives, like the Mazda CX-90 Hybrid, Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid, and Jeep Grand Cherokee 4Z, but none are better at their job than the well-rounded Toyota. As one of our favorites in its segment, the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid has earned a spot on our editor's choice list for 2025. Number 12. 2025 Toyota Highlander. Starting at $40,970. Comfort, efficiency, and safety are key selling points for any family-focused 3-row SUV, and the 2025 Toyota Highlander easily checks those boxes, bolstered by the brand's representative for reliability. The problem for the Highlander is that more than a few mid-size 3-row SUVs also deliver on those points and gain advantages elsewhere. Some spoilers come from within Toyota itself, with the more fuel-efficient Highlander Hybrid and more spacious Grand Highlander, both of which are reviewed separately. Then there's the Kia Telluride, which has dominated the class since it debuted in 2020 and has been a regular on our 10 best trucks and SUVs list. We'd also steer shoppers toward the related Hyundai Palisade and the stylish Mazda CX-90. While the Highlander gets most of the basics right, its tight kid's only 3rd row and smallish cargo capacity, combined with a mundane driving experience, have us recommending the alternatives. Number 13. 2025 Toyota Highlander Hybrid. Starting at $47,470. Toyota has no shortage of 3-row SUV options. The Highlander Hybrid is one of the more car-like choices in the lineup, providing space for 7 or 8 and keeping fuel use to a minimum as it goes about its family hauling business. A 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine pairs with a trio of electric motors to provide an adequate 243 horsepower and all-wheel drive. The Highlander Hybrid is not an invigorating drive or hot rod, nor is it really trying to be. Instead, it doles out comfort with a relaxed ride and has no trouble keeping up with traffic. Due to its tightish 3rd row, the Highlander Hybrid is a solid choice for smaller families that want 2 extra occasional use seats. If you need a bit more space, consider the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid, which also has a gutsier gas-electric powertrain. If you want space efficiency to go with fuel economy, consider the Sienna minivan, which shares its powertrain with the gas-electric Highlander and offers both front and all-wheel drive. Number 14. 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser. Starting at $57,900. After a brief disappearing act that we thought would spell the end for the Land Cruiser on our shores, Toyota's iconic off-roader returned last year with renewed purpose. Now motivated by a 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain good for a combined 326 HP, it shares its bones with the Lexus GX and has been downsized slightly, losing its 3rd row in the process. The LC's newfound tidiness puts it in line with other legendary trail experts, such as the Ford Bronco and the Jeep Wrangler. The Land Cruiser has been reworked and modernized inside and out, packing the latest Toyota infotainment tech and plenty of driver aids, while retaining a serious 4-wheel drive system and plenty of nods to LC history, including the base model's round headlights. There's also a new 4Runner for 2025 that's slightly smaller than the LC, while the Tundra-based Sequoia occupies the top rung of Toyota's expansive SUV ladder. As one of our favorites in its segment, the Toyota Land Cruiser has earned a spot on our editor's choice list for 2025. Number 15. 2025 Toyota RAV4. Starting at $3,245. The Toyota RAV4's rugged look set it apart from much of the compact SUV segment, though its appearance is mostly a front, especially now that the Adventure and TRD off-road models and their torque vectoring all-wheel drive system are no longer on the menu. Nonetheless, this is a pleasant and capable compact SUV that fits well into most folks' lives, which generally take place on road, not off. The RAV4 provides good space for people in their cargo, as well as a long list of driver aids and easy-to-use tech. The experience is one of comfort over driver engagement, a point reinforced by a 203 HP 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that is relatively frugal but never exciting. The RAV4 is outdone in power output, acceleration, and fuel efficiency by two siblings, the RAV4 hybrid and plug-in hybrid variants, both of which we review separately. Close non-hybrid competitors to the RAV4 include the Honda CR-V, Mazda CX-5, and Ford Bronco Sport, all of which are at least a little more interesting to pilot. Number 16. 2025 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, starting at $33,295. Sensible and fuel efficient, with a hint of ruggedness in its chiseled form, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid SUV is the golden child in the brand's electrified lineup. It's far outselling the Toyota model synonymous with the term hybrid, the Prius. Take your pick from the conventional RAV4 Hybrid or the plug-in hybrid RAV4, the latter offering an EPA estimated 42 miles of electric-only driving range. Both versions incorporate a 2.5-liter four-cylinder gas engine, a continuously variable transmission, and all-wheel drive. At least some of the RAV's popularity has to be the number of variations it's available in. With 9 trims to choose from, there's something for almost everyone. Toyota packages its compact hybrid SUV with a generous set of driver assistance features and plenty of storage cubbies. It's also worth noting that the RAV4 plug-in model, formerly known as the Prime, called the RAV4 PHEV for 2025, offers unexpected zippiness for a vehicle wearing a crossover costume. That and its impressive EPA-rated 38 mpg combined figure make the upcharge over the gas RAV4 worth considering. Rival crossovers like the Honda CR-V, the Hyundai Tucson, and the Kia Sportage are also available with hybrid powertrains. The latter two offer PHEV versions as well, so there's plenty of solid competition for the hybridized RAV4s to consider before settling on the Toyota. Number 17. 2025 Toyota Sequoia, starting at $64,120. Toyota's beefy Sequoia SUV is based on the Tundra full-size pickup with similar chunky styling and lane-filling size. Unlike Ford and GM rivals, the Sequoia comes in just one length, and while a third row of seats is standard, the solid axle rear suspension makes for a more cramped back bench than in other full-size SUVs. Toyota's Grand Highlander has better third-row accommodations. The Sequoia's packaging compromises also impinge on its cargo hold, which is less commodious than the domestics. All Sequoias are motivated by a twin-turbocharged V6 with hybrid assistance, which summons a robust 437 horsepower and delivers respectable fuel economy for such a large vehicle. And this is a big boy, an impression clearly conveyed to the ship captain behind the wheel. Number 18. 2024 Toyota Venza, starting at $36,315. The Toyota Venza goes big on efficiency and features but struggles to match the utility and spaciousness of most offerings in its competitive mid-size two-row SUV class. Its thrifty nature comes by way of a hybrid powertrain comprised of a 2.5-liter four-cylinder and 3 electric motors. That means standard all-wheel drive and fuel economy that rubs the faces of competitors like the V6-powered Honda Passport and the Nissan Murano in the dirt. Or it would, but the Venza is more focused on a feature-packed cabin designed for commuting than for venturing off-road. An available panoramic sunroof that shifts from transparent to opaque at the touch of a button is a good indicator of its priorities. Unfortunately, its RAV4 hybrid-based bones limit its interior space and cargo area compared to most other crossovers in this mid-size segment. Combined with a buzzy engine and dozens of hybrid and non-hybrid competitors, including Toyota's own RAV4 and Lexus NX 350h, the Venza remains an outlier in the segment, a good-looking but smaller and less practical alternative. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the new Toyota SUVs in 2025-2026. We hope you found the information helpful and insightful. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more automotive content. Don't forget to press the bell icon to receive notifications about our latest videos. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, drive safe and stay curious.